Okay, so okay, so in the last class we did EFS topic. We covered the EFS topic. Today we'll do the EFS all the stuff like the practicals. Okay,
Done.
so just give you the overview. Just think, just I think you already know. I'm just trying to repeat it. Okay,
Yeah.
so imagine this is the one. Okay, and I'll cover this one. Okay, this is the one. And so I'll come to this one as well. Like when we do the mount point and that one I'll tell you. I just telling you some of the stuff so that it will be easier for you to crack.
Yeah.
So this is a block storage, okay, and this is going to be your EFS. So EFS will be on the top of the block storage, okay. The one which I told you, like there will be three types of uh, storage, like the S3, EBS, and then block storage. So the EFS will be mounted on the EFS. Okay, the EFS will mount on the block storage. So these are block storage. Okay, and in the very same way, like the same storage, what are the storage will be there? It can be accessed by other instances as well. Okay, so the today's agenda is the same thing. Okay, like imagine
Yeah.
these are the instances. Okay, I'll just put it up. 10, then 1. Okay, 10, then 2. This is very important topic actually. EFS and all, no? It's very important as far as like this thing, no, the real time scenario and all, like in the real time industry as well, like they used to do this kind of stuff and all. Like there'll be an EFS storage will be there on the block storage
Mm-hmm.
and
Okay.
like the admin or the supervisor might be running or your team member might be running. They have created one of the storage point and they'll create this instance and all, and this might be you or this might be another guy, the John, or could be you, the Syed. So what they'll use these instances, and here you'll have the mount point. I mean to say mount point is nothing but like the storage location. If you say in the plain English, that you'll have the mount point, and here you're gonna like so in your instance as well, you imagine this guy is supervisor. Okay, this guy is the supervisor.
Okay.
Supervisor. Okay, yeah, supervisor. Okay, now these are the team member one, and this is the team member two. Okay, so if this could be you, this could be other guys or not. So supervisor will create this storage location. I'm to be very honest, like I'm telling you in a very, this is the real time scenario. Okay, so it's gonna help you. Okay, even you can claim that like you have worked on EFS and all while giving the interview. You can clearly tell the interviewer like you have worked on EFS and this is how we have to create the EFS and all those stuff.
Okay.
So this is what you have to say. Okay, the supervisor
Okay.
created the block storage. They have created the mount point in their instances, and you have the different instances access. The other guy, they're sitting in the New York location or the US location. They have their own storage location, but you all three will have a common storage, on common storage where they're gonna because definitely see, I'll tell you what, like uh, uh, imagine the way like there'll be common, like I told you, like please meet me at near to the like the element small. You told me like come to the element small. So we have a common area. Like I don't have to come to your house, you don't have to come to my house. Like it could be a far and all. Like, imagine, I'm just telling you, like imagine you're staying in the electron city. I'm sitting here in the like at the airport road. So if we can't come to that place, but anyway it takes around 3 hours, right? So that is the reason, like we
Correct.
come to the common storage, common place. So that is the reason here also we have a common location. So all the three members, like supervisor, your team member, they're gonna work on a common storage, and whatever the changes will be there, whatever the changes in the file, whatever the the new code, the new repository or new files, the documents will be stored at one location. Okay, so this is the stuff, and today we're gonna achieve that through the EC2, EC2 and the EFS. All those things will be come to the picture, and so today we'll do the practicals. Okay, and the last part we I've already covered the theory part, so we'll start the from the basics exact. Okay, so this is the one. Okay,
Okay.
so you come to the
Okay.
dashboard part. Okay, you come to the dashboard part. Okay, and I'll so there are two ways. Okay, it's important. Okay, there are two ways. Either you create the EFS. Okay, I'll not create it
Okay.
now because I'm gonna create it the other way. This is the first way. Okay, and we are going to
Okay.
achieve through the second way. Okay, so this is the first way. You can create the file system here. Okay, just give the name. Okay, uh, EFS storage. Okay, and this is the VPC part. Okay, VPC and subnet. I'll give you the basic thing. But I think as of, anyways, we're gonna cover in after 3 4 classes. We're gonna jump into the networking part. So there we're gonna cover the VPC part. So just for the time being, just remember the thing. Okay. Anyways, I'll give you some overview. If the time permits, definitely I'll give you the overview. Okay. So just
Okay.
okay. Okay. So this is the see you get the file through the one which I created just now. Okay. So if I
Yeah.
okay, if I go into this, I'll I'll do the attach. Okay, attach, and this is the one. Okay, this is the point and which we are gonna put in the instance. Okay, so
Okay.
I'm not gonna use this stuff. I'm gonna use the different stuff which we actually use in the real time industry, because see, I just now deleted it. Okay, see, imagine if I create this EFS and it is of no use, then definitely it's a chargeable. You getting my point? I'm talking about the real time industry.
Got it. I got it. I got it. Yeah.
In the real time industry. If I create it and it is of no use, imagine your manager came and you told you like, please, Sayed, you create the EFS storage and we're gonna use it after one week, 1 week. So it is of the point is it's a no point, like because anyway they're gonna charge you for like 1 week. Even if it is not in use, they're going to charge you because you are actually storing the TFS storage. You're blocking some part of the storage and you're actually requesting to Amazon to block some part of the storage. So it is of no use. Okay. So in the real time industry, what they're gonna do is like they create the instances, EC2 instances, and then you have to create the EFS storage. Okay. So then you have to create the
Got
EFS
it.
storage, and so the moment you're creating the instance, and then you manage to like make sure you create the EFS storage as well. While creating the instance, make sure you create it so that the other members also they are able to use it. Okay, so this is how it's deleted now. Okay, so now I'm going to create the the EFS storage through the EC2. Okay, let's do that.
Yeah.
You got my basic point, right? Like why it's needed and what is the uh, like use of it. It's very much it's a very relevant point. That is the reason I told you. Okay.
Yeah. I got it. The only thing is,
Yeah.
if it is not in use, we need to delete it. Correct. Then it will get
Absolutely,
charged
because
if you don't.
it's very expensive. EFS storage is
Okay.
very expensive. That is the reason, like sometimes
Understood.
it's not even recommended. But like the only thing is like if you need a very high performance, if you need a very high system is there, the very high CPU is there, CPU configuration is there. At that point, like right now though, anyways, I'm using the first server. I'll tell you why I use the second server, because I told you, right. This could be the Sayyid, right? This could be a Sayyid. I'm not
Yes.
writing it. This could be Sayyid. The other could be the John, or this
Okay.
could be the Ram. Okay, the supervisor. Okay, this is the first server. Okay, I'm using
Okay.
Amazon. Okay, and now imagine here I'm taking the free tier. But what about the other stuff? Like they might be using the if I'll go to somewhere else, Ubuntu, and if I'll go to the different one, I'll show you the kind of RAMs and all. Here it is. Okay, this is the one. Okay, sorry, just I have come. My bad. So here, so if you see, this is the stuff. See, it goes on and on. 16 GB RAM, 32 GB RAM, this thing and all. So anyway, it's going to be chargeable. Okay, I'm going to use the free tier. So that is the reason. Like here, we are just doing a practice purpose. So that is the reason. But in the real time, they're gonna use it for something like T2. Probably they're gonna take it T2 medium, because it's like it is chargeable. But as per the company is concerned, they won't charge much. But yeah, your system performance will be improved and it will be really good. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, this is the one. Okay, did that, and I'll do the key pair first KP. Okay, here it is. Okay, I'll show you something. VPC subnet you don't know. Okay, but it's still okay. I'll tell you some of the stories. Um, okay, I'll create the. mm, EFS security group. Okay, and 01. Okay, and mind you, I did not select the subnet. I'll come to that. Okay, just okay. You want me to go through that? Uh, Okay, I'll do that first. VPC subnet. I'll just give you very basic stuff because anyways we're gonna cover it in the coming classes. Okay, what is the networking and all? Probably in the 3-4 classes. After 3-4 classes, we're gonna cover the VPC part. I'll just give you the basic over stuff. Okay, so that it'll be little bit easier for you. Okay,
Understood.
okay, you understood this part, right? I can
I
remove it, right?
understood this.
Okay,
Yes, yes.
okay. See, whenever there be there'll be a new instance and all. Okay, so it's kind of like this. Okay, this is my VPC. This is my VPC. VPC is nothing but virtual private network, virtual private cloud. Sorry. Okay, VPN, we call it VPN as well. That's a different terminology. We call it VPC, virtual private cloud. So in industry, you might have seen it they have you have guys have your own VPN. They create their enterprise network, and other person are not allowed. Right? You might have seen this scenario somewhere, or I don't know if you have seen it or not. Okay. This if there is a web application, this is the web application. This is the one another web application. If we're gonna call it web server. Just get the overview, and anyway I'll jump on this one. Okay, DB server. Okay, so this is a web server. This is a DB server. This is the VPC, and here on top of it there'll be thing called subnet, and it's all mandatory. Okay, this is it's co network which is comes under the VPC. This subnet one. Okay, this is one more thing. We're gonna cover it in the next class, so don't worry. Okay, I'll just give you an overview, so it will be easier for you to understand some of the stuff. This is subnet 2. Okay, that's it for the time being. You don't have to know much, and when we try to access this thing and all, okay, it goes to this one, and then it goes to this one, that it accesses the web server, or probably this one, and we also got the internet gateway, the load balancer stuff, and all the NAT gateway and all. We'll cover it for the time being. Just know this thing. Okay, I'll come back to it. So
Sure.
this is my instance right now. If you're trying to access this one, so instance 1, and this is the instance 2. So this is my instance 2. Okay, the one which you're going to do it right now. Okay, so this is nothing but this subnet, and the web server. This is the instance 2. That is the DB server, and subnet 2, and this is called it's my private network. It's virtual private cloud. Okay, for the time being it's fine. I'll come back to this later. Okay, probably in the third or fourth classes after this. When we cover the network part. That one we're gonna check. Okay, we're gonna explore this.
Okay, okay, sure.
Fine. Okay. So if you see, this is a VPC and this subnet. Here I have not selected any subnet. I have not selected. Okay. I'll show you why I have not selected. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to show you something. So I'll take one thing. Okay. Did I delete that? Origin. Oh, okay. First is, I chose the first LG. Okay. And I'll see.
Okay. Okay.
There's the first security group. I was looking on first one. Actually, it's not there. Okay. Anyways. Okay. Okay, this is the one. Okay, now here it comes. That is very important part. If you see the configuration system is 8 GB and all. Okay. Now here you will see 0 into file systems. That means there is no file system is attached to this instance. Okay, it's 0 into file systems. Okay. So what I'm going to do is edit, and this is the important part, that
Okay.
EFS and FSX. So EFS is also kind of file system, but it's it is it's having very additional speed as compared to EFS. So if you have some more requirement, it's definitely the price comes here as well. If you want some more speed, then you can go for FSX as well, and if you want this thing EFS as well. But FSX is much faster as compared to EFS. Okay, so we're gonna use this. Okay, now here you have
Okay.
to use, you can see here what they have written. You currently have no file system on this instance. You must select a subnet before you can add an EFS file system. So this is what I want to show you to you. You must select a subnet
Okay,
before you
got it.
add an EFS. Okay, that is the reason I did
Yeah.
not select it. Now, if I select it, that thing won't come. Now, if you see here, I've not selected subnet, and here nothing is there. Okay, the moment I select the subnet, you'll see. Okay, I'm selecting US East 1A, the availability zone. Okay, so I've selected. Now you will see what is going to change. See, EFS, FSX, and suddenly the one option came to you. Create new new shared file system. Okay, so I'm gonna click here. Now I'm doing the EFS. Now I'm creating the EFS. You remember the one which I created EFS from there, from the direct dashboard, and
Yeah.
okay. So this the one which I created from here, the EFS, the one which I told you from the starting, the very beginning part, create file system. Now I'm doing it here. So you can see here Amazon EFS quick create. Okay, quick create. So okay,
Okay.
now I'm doing it. EFS 01, I just gave the name, create file system. Okay, so now it got created. Now when if you'll see here, if I'll go to the file system, you can see here just not get EFS 01. Earlier it was deleted. Now we got it just now. I created just now.
Got it. Got it.
Okay, 27 November, this thing. Okay,
Yeah.
now okay. So EFS, this is the one, and this is a file system, and that this is my mount point. Mount point is nothing but the one which I told you in the when I use the in my previous example when I show it to you. It was it this is the one. So this is my this is the block storage, and this is my EFS. Okay.
EFS will be above the block
Yes,
storage.
yes, yes. That's the reason it comes like mount on the block storage. That is the reason we got the mount point. Okay. This is
Okay,
the one
got
my
it.
mount point. Okay. And this is
Okay.
done, and that's fine. Advanced details here, we can ignore it. This thing we have already discussed. If you remember the terminate protection and all the stop
Yes,
protection,
yes,
we have
I've
already
written
discussed,
all
right?
those.
We have already done that. And here, if you see here the user data, it came on its own. It populated on its own. I didn't do anything. The moment I did that EFS, you can see here, no? See here, EFS utils, and all. It came from the Amazon. We don't have to do anything. It came on its own. Okay, that is the YAML script and all. We'll come to that when we'll do the Ansible.
Okay.
At that point, we're gonna learn the Ansible part. Okay, so it's more relevant to that. Okay, so there's number of instances, and then we're gonna launch the
So whatever the things we apply, instance comes into the picture. Correct?
yes, yes, yes. Okay, okay, it's running now. I'll try to this thing. Putty.
गोरा होता बेटे पियो बाबा की जैसा होता
Using right. I didn't copy the. Sorry, I didn't copy
so
it.
this putty.
Yeah, that is I'm using third party. You can use that mobile system as well. Most of the time, this. Uh, you have not used the mobile system, right? Someday I'm gonna show you that as well. Okay. Probably when we do the Linux and the Git and all, at that point I'll show you how to do that part. Okay. Even if you want, you can connect by the thing as well. I think I did the first KP or original KP. I do it. I don't know. I forgot everything.
The original one.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, it's taken. Fine. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. Sudo SEO, we got it. Okay. Now there comes the main point. Okay, I'll show you that. Okay, okay. So we'll go here. I'll refresh it. Okay, I'll go inside that. I'm now in the file system. Okay, I'll go inside the file system. Okay, now I have to attach it. Since I created on the fly when we're creating the instances, now I'm gonna attach it. Okay,
Okay.
mount via DNS. DNS name is not required because the reason like we are using the IP addresses. Okay, so we're gonna do mount via IP. Okay, so this is the one,
Okay.
and I'll copy this one, copy the code. Okay, I'll go to my server. Okay, right now if you
Okay.
see here, ls, there is nothing over here. Okay, I'll just okay. Now I'm trying to copy it. Ayo, clear. Okay, and I'll copy it. Okay. Okay, now if
Okay.
you see here, if you observe here, the sudo mount NFS. NFS is nothing but a network file system. Okay, that's kind of
Okay.
like it's a kind of network system that they are mentioning it over here. Okay, this is nothing but like the size of that like the your location part, and there's a time run, and there's the IP address and the EFS. Okay, I'll show you something. There'll be a one error. Okay, you'll just show you. Now you see here the mount point EFS does not exist. That means it's saying that EFS, that directory is not stored. Okay, so I'm
Okay.
going to create that EFS MKDIR. Through the MKDIR, we're going to create the EFS. So, when we learn the Linux, at that point, I'm going to learn it, like how to create the directory in the Linux. So, this is how we create we're going to cover that. Okay. Okay. So, this is EFS. Okay. And now I'm going to run the command again, that part. Okay. Now I'm going to run the command. Okay. Now, if I do
Okay.
ls, ls hyphen lrt. So, this is my EFS folder. Okay. This is my EFS folder. You will see here, D is nothing but directory. If you see here, no, this part, let me cover.
Yes. Yes.
Let me copy this first. Okay, okay. Here you can see right the D is nothing but directory. If there will be no nothing there, that means it is a file. Okay, I'll show it to you. Okay, you don't worry, I'll cover it everything. And Linux, when you do the Linux, no, I'll just so for the timing, like you have a basic understanding, you should have a basic understanding. That is the reason I just told you.
No
Okay,
problem, Musamman. Sure.
okay,
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, so EFS now this part is created. EFS. Okay, now you have created your supervisor has created this one, right? Now comes to the next part, which is you. Okay, I'll show you to you. Okay, okay. I'm gonna create this is my first server, which is yours. This thing, your supervisor one. Okay, I'm creating one more instance.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Uh, Second S is for your name. Okay, S server. Okay, this is the one.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, and I'm not doing anything else. Means like I'm not doing anything extra here. Amazon Linux, I'm choosing the EMI Amazon Linux only. The again that I'm using T2 Micro. You can choose your whatever you want. I'm selecting the KP first KP pair. Okay, here again. Okay, you must select the subnet. Okay, so I'm gonna do edit the subnet, and this time you can select something else. I'm selecting US is 1B. Okay, earlier it was 1C.
Okay.
I'm selecting 1B. Okay, just for your
Okay.
good understanding, I did that. Okay, now this part is done, and yeah,
22.
some see the 22 is open. I have to open one more board. I'll show you why it is the thing in this way. I'll show you. Okay, I'll this is the one, and other things are done here. Here also the zero file system, because since you also have to attach the file system, right? So what you have to do? You have
Very
to
good.
edit. Okay, edit. EFS you selected, and you don't have to do that create new file share system. You just do the add share file system. Okay, this is
Okay.
the one, and that's it. You just added up over here, and that's it. Because you wanna share the you don't want the the new one, right? You want this one only, the one your supervisor using, right? That is the reason I use add, not the new one. Because if there'll be new one, then definitely you understand, right? Because you want to use the location of your supervisor, not the other one. Okay, so that is the reason
Correct.
we use add share file system, and there's a created. Okay, now this
Got it.
is done, and here also. We'll see here at the end, the user data, it's automatically got populated. Okay, so this is on, and I'm gonna launch it. And this time I'll not connect with the putty. I'll just do that directly so that it'll be easier. I should go turn off. That's it. It might be done. Put instances. Come back to here. Pending check. We'll wait for some time. So now it's running. Okay. Now second server, that is your server. Second S. Okay. Now I'll do the connect part.
Okay.
I'm not using this thing the putty here. I'm just directly I'm connecting.
Okay.
I still have to do something. I'll show it to you.
Sure.
Okay, let me do that. There'll be an. Let me connect this thing first. Okay, this is the one. Right now, if you see, there is nothing else. Okay, ls, there is nothing. Okay, now if I'll go back, okay, let me do that part first. Okay, the first server, my supervisor server. Okay, we'll go to that security group. Your security group. Let me- okay, this is okay. I will control both. Okay, so edit inbound rules. Add rule. The one is either you can do the all traffic as well, though it's not the the what do you call you can connect from it.
Mandatory.
Yeah, no, not mandatory. This is not the recommended way in the real time industry. You have to open the particular
Mhm.
port only. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. If you see here, that is the NFS port that I have to open up so that it gets connected. I just shown it to you. This thing NFS. This is how the real time industry, and for the practical you can do that all traffic. Okay. I'll do the save rules. Okay, in the very same way, I have to do that for the other part as well, the servers, the second server. This is just now we did for this thing. I'll do it for your server. Go to security group, the launch wizard. Okay, okay. This is an edit inbound rules, add rule, and the same way I'll do that all time. Since you are the cater, you are the user, so you just want to use it. Okay, so this part is done. Okay, now there comes. Okay, let me connect it first. Okay, so here also I'm gonna do the same thing. Copied, copy the mount point. Go here, paste it. Okay, okay, fine. So again, I got the error. So we have to make the directory first. EFS. Okay, this is
Okay.
now I'll run that command again. So it got created, right? Now,
Yes.
okay, now if I see here ls, there is one more directory there. Okay, ls have an LRT. Okay, if you see here, that this is a directory. D for directory, right? You're getting a point.
Yes.
There's a D or directory.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
now I'll go here and okay, let me stop this. Clear. Okay, now if I see ls, I'll go to the CDFS. I'll go into the directory. Now earlier I was in the root. Now I'm in the EFS directory. Okay. If I do PWD, you can come to here. You can come to see like you are now in EFS. PWD is nothing but present working directory. Okay.
Okay.
Don't
Okay.
get frightened. Don't get frightened. We'll cover all the things in the Linux. Okay. Don't worry. Okay. Please.
Okay.
I know. For the good explanation, I'm just telling you all the things. But
I
you
know
don't
it's
get the final up.
very good
No, I'm
explanation.
just telling you so that you'll come to know. Just I'm telling what are the things are there so that you'll be familiar with it. Okay. So by the time we'll do Linux, probably after the cloud, when we do the Linux, at that one point of time, we're gonna cover all these things. Okay. So now this is the
Okay.
point. Okay. Now I'm gonna create one file. You can do Nano as well. For the file creation, we do Nano or we use VI. Okay. So I'm gonna use the let's do Nano only. Nano file one.txt. I'll go here. Welcome to DevOps. Okay. Uh, Good morning. Okay. This is the one. Control X, Y, enter. I came back. Now if I see the cat file one.txt, I can see welcome to DevOps. Good morning. Okay, this is my content. This is what I wrote it. Okay. Now let's go back to our this guy. Now you came back to this place. Okay. Okay, this is the one you should use it. Now if I see here, ls. Okay. So, okay, sorry, I didn't go to the EFS one. Okay, ls. You can see file1.txt. You getting my point? What he did, you create your supervisor created some file over here, okay, and
Yeah.
they and you use the same mount point, and now you have the EFS, you have the access to the EFS folder. Now the moment you did that, you have the EFS file. You didn't create it, you got it from the EFS only. Okay,
It
now
got created.
yes, it got
File.
created. Yes, you got the created file. Okay, now if I do ls-lrt, I'll show you something. The one which I wanted to say. This is the file, right? So you see here, there's no nothing is here. Here, this was the directory, that is the directory D. You got my point? So this is
Yes,
the,
I got it.
yeah, okay, this is the one, and if so, if I go here and I will create this one, now you want to create, and I will see getting around. So through VI also we can create file2.txt. Insert hello world DevOps. Hmm, okay, this is good evening. Okay, this is the one. I what I did is like escape double colon WQ. That is nothing but like save and quit and then exclamation mark. If even if you'll not put it, it will work. Okay. Okay, this is the one. If I do cat file dot two dot txt, this is the one. Okay. Now if I go back to my supervisor stuff, earlier we just checked, nothing was there. Okay. Now we'll see here you got file two dot txt as well. So this is the concept. Okay. So this is about today's one. So and this like mostly they're gonna ask this question in the interview. They're gonna ask how to create the EFS and if you're gonna use it EFS or not. This is the like basic stuff or not. Okay, I'm gonna exit it. Okay, and this is the one you can connect it directly as well. Okay, and yeah, so I think it's pending. Um, yeah, the only thing is part the security group. You must be aware of. Don't never say in the interview you use the this one. Okay. Yeah. Most of the point. So never ever say that you were using since I we used it. Okay, we use the this one. Uh, all traffic OEM, but never ever say that. Okay, never ever say that you are using all traffic. Always say like you are using the port number, and that is you're gonna use this when you do the drop down, will come the NFS and network file system, and that is the port number you're gonna use it. Okay, that is the one. Okay, I can understand all traffic welcomes everything, but I hope you understand application needs to be secured. Just
Yes.
no random members can get into the get the access. Like I may be
Yeah.
welcome into your house, but not the like any other stranger guy can come into your house, right? I have that identity, I have the port number. That is the very same way other guy should have the port number. So that is the reason like we shouldn't say that like we have used, and mind you, please never say that like you have used the all track. The moment you say that they come to know you don't have that much experience and all. Okay, so make sure you always say that you are using the port numbers, and this is how the real time industry it's gonna work. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, this for today's class. Let me stop the sharing 1 second.
Wonderful.
Yeah, okay.